Hello there, welcome to my video tutorial on how to play Skyworld Kingdom Brawl. This is a beginner's guide, just the basics on what's on the menu and basic deck building techniques. To start things off, this is the main menu and I've got both the controllers in my hand. On the left here you got your friends section where you add friends, you can challenge them when they're online and you can send friend requests. What is on the left over here is your profile. If you click on that, it will tell you your current rank level, which is mine is 1759, and your current XP to your next level, which is I'm level 10, so I've got 800-ish XP left to get to level 11. You have the ability to change your name at any point so far. You're welcome to add me. My name is J#0. Over here you got your character avatar. Now you could change this depending on how many of these sky coins you get. To get sky coins, I'll explain to you how to do that in just a moment. So this is the number of sky coins you have, and this is the number of gold you have. You get gold and experience from playing in online ranked matches, which I will show you about just now in a moment. Over here you got the competitive tower. If you take a look at that, there are two clans to choose from, the Sun Shifters and the Moon Shrouded. I chose the Moon Shrouded. Depending on how many ranked games you play, you will gain experience points and ranking points for your team. When the little tournament is over, you will be awarded sky coins, which you could use to customize your character. Over here is the options, self-explanatory. I believe it's pretty scarce on the Quest compared to other consoles, other VR headsets. Correct me if I'm wrong. And over here on the right, we've got deck. So if I click on that, this is the current deck I'm using. So just a quick run through of this. On the left here, on the top tab, you got collection. This is all the units which you have crafted and you can put into your deck. You can only put one of each unit into your deck over here on the right. Now the order in which you place them is important. So over here on the first tab, this will be the first card which shows up in my hand when we play, and then so on and so forth. So when I use up this card, the Wyvern, the Hunter will appear, because I start off with 4 cards in my hand. When I use the first one, the next one on the list will show up. Under the collection tab, you got the crafting tab. Now you get gold from playing multiplayer matches, and with this you could craft various cards to add to your deck. Now something interesting in the collection and crafting tab, if you hover over any of the cards, it will give you stats on them. So this is Bomblings, and it tells you the hit points, on death damage, the number of units it spawns with, the speed it moves, and the target. So this tower means it targets buildings, the swords mean it targets ground units, and for example, if I select one of the archery units, this blimp over here means it attacks air units. It's self-explanatory with the basic units. So you got your ground units, your melee units, your air units. Sorry, your air units are over here, and these are your archery units. At the end, the last tab is, how would I describe it? Weather techniques or special techniques. By default, you start off with fire, but you got additional ones such as freeze, charge, decoy, magic barrier, and poison. They all explain what they do. If I want to craft a card, for example, let's say I want to craft the spiderlings, I would use my trigger finger, select it, drag it over here in this section, let go. It will display the stats once again, and when I want to craft it, I press that little crafting button. Now it will appear in my collection. Over here we've got spiderlings. So on the right, that's your current deck, and underneath you have these little power-ups. They have pros and they have cons. So brute force, it makes my unit do more damage, but it has less health. If I want to put it on the wyvern, for example, as you can see the stats, it's got hit points of 100, area damage of 10, cooldown of 3. So if I give it brute force, the hit points become 25, so 100 minus 75 equals 25. The area damage becomes 20. I could do that with any of these, but you could only put one power up on one card at a time. If I want to remove the power up, I'd simply grab it with the trigger, put it down and let go, and it will return over here. Just double check your stats for your character, depending on the playstyle you want. Over here I've got mainly air units, a few ground units, and a few archery units. So I've got a sniper, hunters, necromancer. That's my archery units. For my air units, I have the wyvern, the dragon, the flying fortress, and I've got one ground unit, which is the, what's it called, the exterminator, which has a machine gun. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. On my next tutorial, I'll be going over basic strategies, the Brawl feature, playing against AI and other players. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe.